Hello everyone. Sorry, I'm fiddling with the screen, I know. And this is the first time I've done a live since they've changed my pages to the new pages. So I have no idea if I am live on my page or on my own profile. I don't know. So we will see what happens. If you pop on, say hello. I'm just going to check on my laptop where I am. So if you're here, jump on, say hello. Okay, so I am on my proper page. Yay, I wish Facebook would stop changing things, and I'm sorry, just a minute, I'm going to move my camera a second. So I should be able to see more of what I want you to see. Alright, so I'll wait for my screen to catch up. Alright. Hi everyone, I am Narelle from Simply Stamping with Narelle. I am an independent demonstrator in Brisbane, Australia, and I'm going to try and get back on and do lives every Wednesday at 2 p.m. I can't promise because sometimes life happens, but that's what I'm aiming for. So every Monday at 2 p.m. I'm planning on going live on YouTube. I've done that the last couple of weeks, and now I'm going to start going back to doing Facebook Lives every Wednesday at 2 p.m. Now, I used to be a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator for nearly 10 years, and then I resigned at the start of this year. And then a funny thing happened. I started doing the 100 days project, where I decided to make a card every day for 100 days. So a month or so into that, and I went, I can't find any stamps that I really like out there. I wanted to keep doing card making classes using other suppliers, and quickly I realized that that was really unrealistic because the freight from the US was really expensive, and I couldn't find any stamps that I liked, really, that I could use in classes that I'm used to using, I should say, the style I'm used to using. And I started using Stampin' Up! Supplies I had again, and then I quickly realised that I really miss Stampin' Up! I'm going back to Stampin' Up! So I rejoined 1st of July, and now I'm back at Stampin' Up! And loving it, because I just love their products. So, you know, sometimes the grass is not always greener on the other side, and you have to sometimes experience that for yourself to realise that what people are telling you is true. Anyway, so I'm back with Stampin' Up! A few people have sent me messages going, they're really confused as to what's going on, so I thought I would clear that up straight away. Alright, so today, Wednesday, 2 p.m, going to do a Facebook Live, and like I said, if you're also on YouTube, follow me on YouTube, I'm going to do lives on there on a Monday at 2 p.m. Life permitting. So this is the card I did on YouTube, so if you are not a subscriber to my YouTube channel, jump on over there and find me. I will link it below in the comments of this live once I've finished. But this is the card I did on Monday on YouTube, and it was what I call the People's Choice. So the People's Choice is people tell me whether they want me to make a card or a scrapbook page, and they choose 3 numbers between 1 and 42. And then I make a project and share it with everyone using whatever criteria they have told me. So this was a project requested by Jan. Jan told me to make a card and use the numbers, I think they were 1, 23 and 33. So number 1 was stamps, that was easy. I think 23 was the gold flakes, and 33 was distressing. So I distressed the edges of this panel, I put gold flakes on the leaves and the pomegranate, and I use that stamp set. So if you want me to do a project with your criteria, just let me know, a card or a scrapbook page, and choose 3 numbers between 1 and 43, and I will make your project. Not for you, but I'll make it as a demonstration, if that makes sense. All right, so that was Monday's card. Jump over to my Facebook Live for that one. Not Facebook Live, YouTube Live. Today, I had another idea where I wanted to use just mainly foliage and maybe one flower, because if you know me, I love flowers. So I'm definitely a flower person. And I had this idea in my mind, and I thought I would just jump on and make it. Now, I haven't got a sample pre-made. I haven't made one in advance to copy. I just thought I would jump on and have a play. Now, I know I want to use these sentiments. I love these sentiments. This stamp set is amazing. I love that you have your block quite modern sentiments, and then you also have the script ones for the not so modern, the more traditional style, and that you can combine the two. So I know I'm going to use that for my sentiments, and I know I wanted a foliage for the design I want to do. It's going to actually make 2 cards. So I wanted the foliage for the design, part of the design, and I thought I might also add in a flower. So I might use this iris in the Wonderful World stamp set. So I'm just going to have a play, really, and we'll see how we go. So, like I said, I'm going to make 2 cards, and I've got 2 Pear Pizzazz card bases here. They were just sitting on my desk. I had a heap of cardstock that I just cut up into card bases, and then I had this great big pile, and I'm just gradually going through them. And the colours, sort of what's next on the pile, is what determines basically my next project. So, the 2 card bases in a row were Pear Pizzazz. So, that is what I'm using, and these are the 2 card fronts. Now, let me just ink up some stamps and get stamping. I think I'm going to use this one, which is somewhere. Here it is, this one. Looked bigger on the front. Is that the one? That's the one. That block's too big. Alright, and I'm going to use Old Olive ink. I have no Pear Pizzazz ink, would you believe it? So I'm going to use Old Olive, and it will blend. Even though Old Olive is a darker green than Pear Pizzazz, it will still blend and look okay. And then I wanted some flowers. I wanted a couple of flowers. So I thought I'd use this iris. And because the Eden's Garden stamp set is what we call distinctive, which means it lays the colour down in layers. So some areas will be darker than others. And that's the style of the stamp. So I thought, well, when I go to stamp the flower, it's going to be too dark if I just use normal ink. So I'm going to colour it with markers. And this way I can get the more muted colours on the stamp. Plus I can also colour it two-tone. So I can use the Old Olive on the stems and the yellow, or the Mango Melody, on the flower. And that should then match the style of the distinctive stamp from Eden's Garden. So let's just have a play. See how we go. So I've got the old olive ink pad, because yeah, I sold off a lot of stuff and now I've got to rebuy it, so it was really stupid. But anyway, you live and learn. So I just wanted to put lots of foliage along the bottom, and this probably needs a re-ink by the look of it. Oh, ignore the Mango Melody that's already on my sheet here. I was blending some stuff for another project. So what I wanted to do was create a border, top and bottom. And you can see the distinctive stamp, how it lays down. I'll show you on the paper actually. It lays down the ink in different areas. So it's darker around the edges and lighter in different sections of the leaves, and the stem is darker. So I love distinctive stamps because you don't need to worry about colouring. So some people are not comfortable colouring. They don't like their colouring, even though they might be quite good at it, but they don't think they are. And distinctive stamps, you don't have to worry about the shading and the blending. It's done for you. So I just wanted to top and bottom. If you're here, jump on and say hello. I keep forgetting which way I need to swipe, and now it's not going to swipe. Oh, never mind. It is what it is. Technology is hard sometimes. Alright, so there we have our foliage, top and bottom. And then, rather than having just all green or all Mango Melody, I thought I could colour this with markers. And whenever you colour with markers, it does give a more muted look to the stamped image. So I thought I would colour this. So it doesn't have to be perfect. I'm not aiming for perfect. And then, oh, that was a green. Oops, that's a bit of the green out there. Never mind. She'll be right. I think the rest, oh no, there's a bit of green there as well. It's hard to tell sometimes when you turn a stamp over and try and work out what bit is what. Alright, so the rest of the flower, just in Mango Melody. I'm not sure I've used markers on a distinctive stamp before, but I believe this is also a distinctive stamp, this Wonderful World, because it lays the ink down darker in places. So I think I have all that. It's hard to tell. Alright, and now you've got a huff on it to re-moisten the ink. So the heat from your breath does that. And if people don't know what you're doing and they walk into the room, they're going, what are you doing? Alright, so I just want to pop a few. Hopefully this works how I want it to work. Oh, look at that. Oh, I really like that. So just a couple, top and bottom. And it doesn't matter that from the top they're going to be upside down. And this Wonderful World, I've already done that bit. Yeah, this Wonderful World stamp set, I am falling in love with it. And if you follow my blog or my Facebook page, you'll notice that I have a series going on at the moment using the Wonderful World bundle. I made a few cards using the stamp sets, the stamp set I should say. And then I've made lots of cards using the one piece of paper. Pretty, pretty. So if you're not familiar with the Wonderful World bundle, it is free during celebration when you place a $180 order. You get the stamp set, which you can see here, and a pack of 12 by 12 patterned paper. The paper is really, really pretty. It's floral, so, you know, so me. But you'll see on my Facebook page and my blog, I think I got 7 cards out of the one piece of paper, and it wasn't the, what do they call it when they cut up the paper into the grids and the different shapes, one sheet wonder or something. It's not, so they're not one sheet wonder cards. And I got 7 cards out of the one piece of paper. I will warn you though, if you don't like fussy cutting, or you don't have a brother scan and cut, then it won't be for you. But anyway, see, I don't mind fussy cutting. And practice makes perfect with fussy cutting. You just got to know to move the paper, not the scissors. So you don't try and cut around an object by snipping with the scissors. You slowly close the scissors as you move the paper. Oh, I just cut. Oh, look at that. Look what I did. I coloured in the bit that should be green. I coloured it Mango Melody. Alright. Alright. Huff and puff. There we go. Pretty, pretty. Now, I'm going to do our sentiment, which I think will be, I'm going to have to use the, what are they called? The cursive ones, because that might be too big. Oh, if I do it in black though, let's do that. I want happy birthday. Okay. Now I can't see if anyone's commenting because my iPad, that's weird how you have to watch it, but anyway. Alright, so now I want black. So if you're commenting, I'm sorry, I'm not being rude. I just have to swipe left to see them, and then my hand gets in the way and nothing's happening. Swiping left. Oh, there we go. Oh, look at that. Hey, Janice. Thank you for watching. Yes, they're very pretty stamp set. All of them, aren't they? Alright, so now I should really get the Stamparatus for this because I only get one chance and I've lost it. Where is it? Here it is. So let's rethink that. Because I want a dark black sentiment. And if I don't get it right the first time, then I won't be able to get it back in exactly the same position. And then I can do both of them together. So I'm going to put birthday there. Doesn't matter if it goes over the flower a little bit, as long as it's straight. Is it straight? I hope so. Ah, you know me, with my crooked eyes. And happy. I can hear voices outside. The boys are meant to be going for a walk, but they haven't left yet, so I'm assuming they want to ask me something. I have to wait till I'm finished now. That, or unless it started raining. The birthday looks crooked. Oh, it is what it is. Just commit to it and roll. Commit. This is gonna stick. So my little trick is just hold it with a ruler so it doesn't displace your cardstock. And I had this cool, I don't know what they're called, and I can't remember where I got it from. I got it from a friend on Facebook who is making them, 3D printing them or something, and I can't remember what they're called. I'm so sorry. If I find them and I find her links, I will pop them below. But I know some of the big brands, card making and scrapbooking, make a similar thing. So it's just hard plastic with the hard foam stuff, felt stuff on the bottom. And just helps get some pressure on your Stamparatus. So, you know, as we all get older, we don't have as much wrist strength and stuff anymore. So I find it really helps me. I love it. Alright, happy birthday. Yeah, no, it's probably crooked, hey. Never mind. Put my magnets on opposite sides. So that now will go on one of these card bases. I'm not going to put it on dimensionals or add, what's it called, twine or anything like that. I might add some rhinestones or something. But really simple, one layer card, because you don't want to make things too thick if you're going to post them, because Australia Post machines have been known to chew things up. I remember I had an aunt once who said to me, I think I got your Christmas card And I went, oh, okay, what makes you think you got your Christmas card? She said, well, it was torn in half when I got it. And it just said, to Auntie Heather and Uncle Norm, Merry Christmas. And the rest of it was torn off. So she said the top bit had something on it that she thought, well, that handwriting looks like Narelle's inside. And that looks like a handmade card. So that must be Narelle's. So obviously I'd had a bit of lump and bump on it. And it got destroyed going through the sorting machines. Alright, my corner just needed gluing down. Alright, and then I'm going to do something similar to this. But this time I'm just going to do it down the side. So again, just with the old olive. So these are really simple, quick cards to have in your repertoire. So when you need to make a card quickly and you don't have one on hand, then you can whack one of these out in 5 minutes, you know. And they're one layer, so you don't need a lot of stuff to make them. They're not time consuming. And what you could do for the greenery, if you wanted to, you could use 2 different shades of green as well. And you don't have to use like a fern type thing. You could just do heaps of like little flowers on stems or something. It's just the design that's quick and easy to do, to have on hand ready to go. It's been ages since I've pulled out the markers to play with. Oh, I've done it again. Oh my goodness, this little leaf over here. I keep going over it in yellow. Alright, nearly done. Quick and simple cards today. So I hope everyone is having a wonderful week. I can't believe it's Wednesday already. My gosh, time is flying. We're in for lots of really strong winds up here. It's windy out there already, really windy. And starting to rain. I had an appointment this morning and then came home, and we have this wattle tree we planted last year in the backyard, and it's flowering like crazy. And my dad loved wattle. So my daughter said, let's cut some and take it to the cemetery. So we did. We went out to cemetery. As soon as we stepped out of the car, it started to rain. I was like, oh, are you kidding? Like, I know they predicted rain today, but not until later this afternoon. No, it decided it needed to rain while we were there. So we quickly put the wattle down, put the wattle in the pot things, and then went up and saw my aunt's grave, quick hello to her. I went, okay, going now because it's raining. The rain is here already. I don't know how successful the boys are going to be on their walk. I think they're going to get wet. Alright, we're just going to put our happy birthday on this one and mount it, and then we are done. Well, no, I need to add some bling because you can't have a card without bling. And again, I'm hoping that's straight, but you know me. I'm going to see any comments. Wait, swipe left to I did that. Oh, hang on, that's left. Oh, that's so funny. I swear as I'm getting older, I'm getting my left and right mixed up more. Oh, we had to go in the city last Wednesday for a meeting. I had to go in there and the family went along. We made a day of it since I had to go in there. And we went to the museum in the city afterwards, after my meeting. And on the way, I'm giving him directions and I'm going, at the end of the bridge, we need to turn left. And I'm going like this. And he's going, left or right? And I'm going, right. And then I said to him, hang on, that's the wrong way. We need to go right and left. And it's like, oh my God, I was so confused. I went, I don't know, just go over that way. I do that so much. I'll say left, but I know in my mind, like I'm looking right in the way we need to go. And it just comes out, you need to go left. Poor thing, I don't know how he puts up with me. All right, there we go. Beautiful. So that didn't take long, did it? Right. We put this one on the card base. And then we'll add some bling. So while I'm doing this, I will remind everyone that I have a watercolor class at the moment that's open for registration. It's open until the end of July. It's not my normal stamping by mail class, it's a video class. So you'll get sent links to 8 or more videos. I think there's probably going to end up, oh look at that, being 9 videos. I'm not quite sure at this moment. I'm still recording the videos. And you'll get the kits will be a little bit different. You will get the kits and they'll be quite basic kits because you have to use your own stamps to do the techniques that are in the videos. You'll get the watercolored paper. If you choose the full class, you'll get the watercolor paper plus the kits, which will be very basic. They will just be a card base, most likely, and a few other things, but not like all the die cuts cut and things like that because you use your own stamps. Unless you want to buy the one stamp set that I'll be demonstrating a lot of the techniques with. But you won't get written instructions because it's not a class like that. It's more about learning the techniques and then you practicing using your own supplies, if that makes sense. So that is open for registration until the end of the month. I'll also put a link for that below. And then if you go to my blog, simplystampingwithnorelle.com, you'll also see on the classes tab all the details there for the class. And you'll also see what's coming up. So I've worked out, I think, classes through till September or maybe later of what I'm going to be offering. So jump on and have a look at those classes. Alright, so just a few of those gems down the side. And then the same with this one. And if you're not a demonstrator, then please jump over to my online store. Again, I'll have a link for that below. And know that it's celebration until the end of August. And for every $90 in an order, you can choose free products. and for every $180 in an order, you can choose free products. So the stamp set I've used today for the iris is one of those free products. It comes with the patterned paper, pack of 12 by 12 patterned paper, and this is $180. It's not $180 to buy. Let me rephrase that. If you put an order in for $180, you can get this stamp set and the matching paper for free. So, and there's lots of wonderful things. This, what else have I got here? Hang on, I might have some other stuff. This is also a celebration item. Sorry. Hippos. I'll be using these probably next week for quite a few layouts, quite a few cards. This is free with a $90 order. I do have some other stuff, but I can't reach them right now. So there we go. There's today's cards. It wasn't so much about the products that I used, but more the technique and the design. So you could use other stamps for this. It doesn't have to be floral. You could find something like, I don't know if I have anything close now. Alright, so take this for example. This is a big background stamp. You could stamp just that, like up on the edge of a card, and that would work the same. So you sort of like stamp like that, and then you would get the design here, and then the same at the top, and then on the side, sort of it would start in the middle, and then a little bit either side. So this design doesn't have to be floral. It's more about having a single layer card that is quick and easy to do and replicatable with lots of different stamps. So, I mean, you could even have a geometric stamp. I'm trying to see what else I have. You could even do like a butterflies, row of like butterflies. Lots of different things you could do with this design. So anyway, that's today's cards. I hope you enjoyed them. And I thank you, Janice. Nice to see my videos again. Yeah, I'm going to try and commit to every Wednesday, 2 p.m. Brisbane time. So, my only caveat to that is that life happens. Sometimes I'm not well. I've got to run a kid somewhere, or hubby's doing something and I can't jump on. But I'm going to try and make it every Wednesday on Facebook at 2 p.m. Every Monday on YouTube at 2 p.m. So I can go live on YouTube now. So, alright. Thank you for watching. And again, if there's anything you want me to do, you want me to choose a particular product you want to see me demonstrate, you want to see a particular design, anything you want me to copy or case, send me an email, send me a message. I want to do what you want to see, basically. So, I mean, I've got a million ideas in my head that I could be sharing and showing, but if you're not interested, you're not going to watch. So if there's something in particular you see, you want me to copy, or you've got an idea for something, then yeah, let me know and I'll see what I can do. And don't forget also the People's Choice. If you want to do a People's Choice, if you want me to do a People's Choice demonstration, then tell me whether you want me to do a card or a scrapbook page and choose 3 numbers between 1 and 42, and then I will create a project using those numbers. So if you weren't here at the start of the video, this is my last People's Choice project that I did. Jan asked me to make a card, and she said use the numbers 1, 23 and 33. She had no idea what those numbers represent. I don't tell anyone what the numbers represent. I have a table, and every number from 1 to 42 is assigned a product, a technique, or something along those lines. And then when you choose a number, I look at the table and go, okay, so that's what I'm using. So Jan, number 1 was stamps, number 23 was the gold flakes, and number 33 was the distressing. So I created a project, a card that she wanted me to create with those 3 elements. And I don't know what those elements are until I go to make the project, and I quickly look up the table, gather the supplies, and then just create something. So that's always fun, because sometimes it's a challenge putting a few of those things together. But it's a good challenge and I enjoy doing it. So if you want me to make a people's project with your selections, just comment below a card or a scrapbook page, and then choose 3 numbers between 1 and 42, and I'll happily make something with your selection. All right, thank you everyone for watching, and I'll see you next Monday on YouTube and next Wednesday here. And have a fantastic week. Stay safe and happy crafting. And I'll catch you later. Bye-bye.